I'm somewhere in the middle, try to find myself again. But life is one big riddle of the future and what's been. Guess it's the way it goes, and I will never know why you let me go.
Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is SarahElizabeth and I hope you guys are doing really well. In today's video I have my week routine and what that looks like. We are getting the living room and play area done. I'm finally getting the curtains up in the living room and putting the valance up in the play area and just getting it to look more cohesive, more together for the new season. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I've also included a little clip at the end of what my son's Easter basket is going to look like for anybody who needs an idea. If you have a 1.5-year-old, I did include that at the end for you. So if you like this video, please consider giving it a thumbs up or subscribing.
Remember I was laughing in all the photos that you took, but now it looks like acting, like we were fiction in a book. Guess it's the way it goes, and I will never know why you let me go.
So I am starting off in the living room now. I just did a deep clean on this, my spring cleaning, not that long ago, so it's not too bad. Definitely very dusty, and there was a ton, and I do mean a ton of crumbs on the floor. My son's been eating snacks and some meals in there in the living room with us watching TV, just kind of spending time. So a lot of food inevitably ends up on the floor and on the carpet. And what's worse, when we're walking around, running around, in terms like of him just going back and forth playing, it gets kind of smushed in there. So it was really gross. So this room really needed to be done. I did always start off with the windows. It's what I do. Especially I wanted to get everything dusted and cleaned before putting up the curtains. We have been opening the windows because it's been nice cool nights. The house has been so ridiculously warm throughout the day. Not that it's been overly hot, but the heat does get trapped in the house. And it's that weird period in New England where it's hot and it's cold and you're kind of flipping between turning on the heat, turning off the heat, one of those things. So I just wanted to get this done and ready and just have the curtains up there so that everything kind of felt ready for spring and summer. So the curtains that are going up for the living room, I am heavily debating on hanging these actually in the dining room. I super love them. At the time we bought them, we had only bought the pair for this room. We were hoping to get a matching set for the dining room, so the whole downstairs would kind of be cohesive in that sense, but we did not end up buying it. It was really expensive, and of course when I went to go look for it again, it's been discontinued. Such is my luck. So if you guys have a good recommendation, whether it's an in-house store or online, of where to get curtains, drapes, anything like that, please leave that down below. I'm always looking. I do like to dress up you know, the more commonly used areas and just kind of give it a new look for each season. Just something I enjoy doing. So if you have any suggestions, please leave them down below. I'd love to have them. So I don't know about anybody else, but April vacation is upon us. I have one more working day, then it's Good Friday, we have Easter, and off I go on my vacation. I'm super excited. It's been a really long week at the school. There's a lot going on. So I'm ready. I've been ready. I'm ready for summer break, even though that's a little bit further away, even though it's gonna fly by. But certainly I need spring break. I so badly want to go work out in the garden and get things done there. I usually use a lot of my spare time in the summer to be outside. Love being outside. So far so good with my son as well. He loves to be outside and play. I mean, I'm gonna try and foster that love of gardening with him too, but we'll see. I mean, he's a little boy. He's gonna want to go play with his friends and stuff like that. But I'm just looking forward to having that time to myself, having some time hopefully to catch up with some friends and family and just be at peace. I feel like my mind and many of my coworkers' minds have been running rampant lately. It's just there's so much to do for the end of the year. And as soon as May gets here, it skyrockets. We have to worry about the seniors. We have to worry about filing everything, getting everything put away, prepping for graduation, the end of the year, med orders and things like that, packets that need to be sent out. There's so much I can't even begin to like put into a real big thought, I guess. It's such a running list of what I have to do as a school nurse, just a lot to do. So it's nice to have that small break to kind of ease my mind. So here I'm just picking up my son's toys. This video is filmed over the course of 2 days just because I've been really tired. I did what I could with the time that I had. That's always my logo, kind of my slogan, you know, whatever time you have, get what you can get done. And that's what I did on day one. I did the living area, living room, kind of dusted everything, vacuumed whatever I needed to get done here. But it just felt nice to really vacuum up the crumbs. I think just we tend to eat a lot, like I said, in the living room, so things just kind of get away from us. Crumbs fall behind the couch. My son is obsessed with throwing things everywhere, so he does occasionally drop things behind the couch as well, so it does get messy. So definitely needed to vacuum that. But no matter how much of a deep clean you do, it just goes to show, if you're really living in your house and you're getting things done, I mean, you're gonna get a mess. You're gonna get a mess almost every day, every other day, every week. Even after I film this video, I can guarantee you that I'm probably gonna need to go over my living room again with the vacuum. It is what it is. My hopes is that in the future, I'm able to invest in a Roomba just to kind of keep up with the weekly cleanings. And then if I need to do a deeper clean, I'll be able to bring out the vacuum.
Look to the left, look to the right. Nothing can stop me in the night, like I am leaving all the bad stuff and trying to remain so strong. I know it's good if I'm alone. I got it, go, running to better times. Go, from my emotions I'll go.
So as you see, my son is having a great time. He's my little partner in crime, kind of joining me and relaxing on the floor next to Mama as she's trying to film and vacuum everything. He really is my pride and joy, I have to say, especially on difficult days. He just brings a smile to my face. And I don't want anybody to think like I spend my whole life cleaning, because that is not at all. I spend the time with my family. Sometimes I find it very difficult to kind of get the motivation to clean, which is why I love this community, because people just, you find a way. But I do prioritize time with my family and friends, and I encourage you to do the same. Don't feel like you need to clean or organize or get everything done right away. Give it time, give yourself some grace, and just prioritize the most important tasks. And if that means taking a day or two just to spend with family or friends or self-care, go for it. If ever there was a time to get back on track, I would say it would be this year, where things are starting to normalize out and really just make your life and your happiness a priority. Everything else is secondary. So as you guys can see, I've switched over to nighttime. I saved the fireplace area for last, just because it just really needed to be dusted. All the main stuff got done while my son was awake, just because I really can't vacuum and do some of the heavy lifting or moving when he's asleep, because it'll just wake him up. But let me know down below what your favorite, or when your favorite time, is to clean. Are you guys more daytime cleaners, nighttime? I feel like in the majority of my energy, if it's on a weekend, I need to get my cleaning done during the day or in the afternoon. Nighttime, I find myself to be a couch potato. Or if it's really nice outside, I'm on the deck or, again, in the garden. But for the most part, I'm definitely a daytime cleaner. Although there are, certain times in the year, I get spurts of energy, more so in the fall and winter, and I'll clean at night just because it's dark 24/7 anyways in New England. It feels like it anyways. You leave in the dark, you come home in the dark. So spring and summer, I get what I can get done during the day, so I have time for other things. But let me know, what is your favorite time to clean?
I'm somewhere in the middle, try to find myself again, but life is one big riddle of the future and what's been. Guess it's the way it goes, and I will never whispered when you walked out the door. You drive me crazy, I want you to stay here. Now I'm here alone. I hate this party and I don't know anyone. We get drunk and we fight, but I forgive you although you drive me crazy. I want you to stay here. You'll be the death of me still. You're my medicine. Yeah, I need it, I need it. You light a fire just to put me out again. Still I need it.
So this is day 2 and I am focusing on my son's play area, snowflakes area. It is shared, so there's definitely a lot of feathers and dust that go through there, and we've had the windows open. Like I said, we've needed that breeze through the downstairs because it's just been getting pretty warm during the day and it traps it within the house. Again, not hot enough for us to turn on the AC yet, but I'm always hesitant with the windows. I have horrible allergies, so does my husband, but there's no other way to really circulate the air through. I don't know if anybody else has that issue where you struggle with allergies, but you need to kind of circulate cool air. Let me know if you are, somebody like that, and what is it that you do? Do you just keep the windows closed no matter what? Or do you just kind of risk it and kind of deal with the allergies just to get a cool breeze running through the house? At this point I am, but like I said, when May comes, if it's warm enough that AC is kicking on and those windows are staying shut because I cannot deal with the pollen, my nose is inflamed enough, I gotta find another alternative at that point. But what I'm focusing on here, like you guys can see, I am hanging the valance. We don't do like curtains in this specific area just because we like to let the sun shine through, and it's beautiful in the afternoon. My son loves it, and it just gives that house that nice cozy feeling too for summertime. So I choose to do that rather than the curtains to block out some of the light. So on this particular day, I am again cleaning up my son's area. I didn't disinfect any of the toys. We did that not that long ago, so I didn't feel like it needed it. But what I did do, along with my husband, he helped me move his little teepee that he kind of spends time in when he comes home from daycare. We moved that so I could vacuum the area. As you guys can see, there's some crumbs there from food that he eats or dust and things like that. I've actually yet to wash this rug. Again, I did purchase it from Ruggable. If you guys are new here, it was our first rug we purchased from there, and it's held up really, really well. I have nothing but good things to say about it. Again, the premise is you're supposed to throw it in the wash, and I'll probably do that next time, but so far so good. I'm really surprised. We've not spilled anything on there. My son's not spilled anything besides the occasional crumb. The only thing that I will kind of disclose, it is a pain in the butt to vacuum. I absolutely love my vacuum. It's a strong vacuum, and I feel like if you are not careful, it kind of rips the rug up and the liner that keeps it from slipping. And it gets caught, like the vacuum gets caught on the rug quite often. That's my only kind of gripe with this particular rug from Ruggable. The other rug we got from like a generic store doesn't do that. So that's kind of the only downside, but so far so good, very durable. It's held up really well. My son loves it, so it still gets an A in my book.
You say you're sorry, so we forget about it. Simple as that, but I don't know where my heart is. Still all that I want is.
So once everything is clean, I'm just kind of organizing and putting things away in his little toy bin there. Just also trying to get ideas. His birthday's coming up in the summer. It is in August, so I definitely have some time, but I'm trying to figure out what to get him in terms of newer toys. Things that are going to be useful. Certainly, I think we're planning on getting him a lot of books. He loves to read. He loves to have us read to him. He's big on that, as you guys can see there. So that's definitely going to be on the agenda, as well as probably getting a few things for his actual room and kind of transitioning it. I think I've mentioned that in a few other videos, but that is definitely on the to-do list. I also want to get him a nice bookcase in lieu of the little rocking chair we have in there right now, so we can start putting all his books and move some of the books from the office in there as well. I definitely think the upstairs of my house is going to change quite a bit, but I just want to be able to get him some useful things. So let me know down below if you guys have 2-year-olds, had 2-year-olds, what have you. What were some of the best gifts, toys, books that you were able to get them? I just want him to find it useful and, something he's going to enjoy playing with. I don't just want it to be more junk or more things that, hey, he plays with for a day or two and then it just never sees the light of day again because he's not interested in it. I want him to get good use out of it. So if you guys have any suggestions, please leave them down in the comments below. So that is the finished product of the play area. It was nice to just get it vacuumed and washed. It feels so much fresher in there. I love that the curtains are up. Finally, everything is done in that respect, so I can officially say all my spring cleaning is officially totally done. So it feels nice because that was the last thing that was missing was the curtains. But that is the finished product, and I am so happy that I got it done. And yes, this is what a weekly clean looks like at my house. Hey everyone, so before I end off the video, I had wanted to show my son's Easter basket and what that's looking like. He's a little over 1.5, he's gonna be 2 in August. So we didn't get him a huge Easter basket. I was kind of appalled at some of the prices, honestly. At Walgreens and CVS, $30, $35, and it's like, so it's a little much. It's a little much, and especially where he's so young, I don't think he needs a ton of items. I wanted to get him things that I know he'll play with, and he does have a good amount of toys already. It's tough because he can't do the chocolates that we would normally do and stuff for Easter. So what I got for him, I got him this cute little dinosaur carrying case, so to speak, I guess, a little basket. I got him some foam letters and numbers. So they're super colorful. It's going to teach him his letters, his numbers, and his colors. You can do a few different games with it, and I know he already kind of uses it at the daycare, something similar. I saw this really cool thing on Pinterest. You kind of throw them in some water, and like we have this little fishing rod that I had from my youth, my childhood, and you look for the letter A, or look for the number 2, or color green, etc. So he can kind of fish those out. There's a whole bunch of different activities, so I think he's really going to like that. I also found this cute little wooden toy. It's a little rabbit, yes, for Easter, and we're working on his animals right now anyways. He's saying it both in English and in Portuguese, but he definitely recognizes rabbits from the yard. There's a little photo in his room still of a rabbit, so he definitely recognizes it. I think he'll have fun with this. It's a wooden toy, which I super love. It's not the light up plastic stuff. Nothing wrong with that. He has plenty of toys like that. I just figured I'd get him something a little bit different, and I think he's going to have fun with this. The other thing I have in here are the little bite muffins. He super loves these. It really doesn't matter what flavor. Blueberry chocolate chip. This one happens to be the crumb cake one. He just likes eating all of them. So I think that's plenty for him for his age. Again, I can't give him the chocolate or things like that. And he's got a few different teethers for his back molars already. The other thing that we're going to do, hopefully Easter morning or the day before, depending on the weather, because it might be a little bit chilly, I got a few different packs of the Easter eggs, and what we'll do is we'll either put some mini muffins in here, or we'll put some puffs and things like that, hide them in the yard, and then some will be empty. He's going to have fun just picking them up and looking for them to begin with, and they're super colorful. So I figured that would be good to do. I'm hoping that the weather cooperates. It's supposed to be pretty chilly on Easter. So we'll see how that goes. But this is what his little Easter basket looks like, and that is our plan for Easter. So for those of you with little ones, again, I don't think you need to go all out. Again, if you want to, totally up to you. But for me, he's so young, and he can't eat the candy. He can't really do much with that yet. So I'd rather get him something that he's gonna use and be able to enjoy. So that's what that looks like. And then I got my family just the regular, some of the chocolates, Easter bunnies, things like that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'd love to know down below in the comment section what your Easter basket's going to look like for your loved ones, your kiddos, just so I can get some other ideas maybe moving forward. But this is the end of the video, so I hope you guys have a wonderful Easter. Feliz Páscoa para meus amigos aqui na América, também em Portugal. Just saying Happy Easter in Portuguese. And with that, I will see you guys in my next video on Friday. Bye!